SoFi Stadium.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. His first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rush. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
4 yards remain for second down.
Up the middle. Albert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. They'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle they go. Albert. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you can...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd and 1, Rush. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rush. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Rush. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Rush. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Now back to throw. Throw complete there. Rodgers.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Off-play action. Rush. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Leonard, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Rush. Throw left side, complete. That's Spencer. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Inside handoff, Matthews. And able to get this to the 31. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Rush. He gets it to Matthews. Complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Rush. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Lambert. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's the option going left on second down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance?
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. KC's offense ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play, and they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular... One it was, adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Rush. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attack?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Up the middle they go. Albert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run with Hines. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
I ain't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
To throw is Rush. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he will find his man on the outside. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From just shy of midfield, Rush. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. throwing here. Rush. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are pouring it on.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
And now here comes Kansas City. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because, you know, Coach. Look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Back to throw.
That's complete left side to Bateman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's Madison running on first down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Albert, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 4th down, Rush steps away to his left. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Here's Rush to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Rush. Sliding out of the pocket. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Rush. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Back to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 1. His pass caught at the 4. And he is going to lose yardage here.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
On play action, they'll throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.